Hello, hello, hello. All right, so I have come up with a new theory. And this theory, I've called it manufacturing difficulty. Now, what is this about? Basically, it's, as the name says, manufacturing difficulty. Now, I realize that in my life, there are certain responsibilities that I have, right? Number one, find a job. Number two, finish my degree this quarter, end of March, successfully with a 4.0. And number three, do this creative thing. Now, there's a lot of friction in many places, and I can't really control where that friction is coming from, right? But I've also realized that because of the uncontrollable nature of that friction, it puts me in a very chaotic mindset, right? But I found that if I can exercise some degree of control, a very minute degree of control over the difficulty that I experience, it sort of gives me a formidable and also reliant and consistent supply of dopamine when I need it. Things like working out, things like filming, even when I don't feel like it. Just doing the things that I know I can do to challenge me that I don't really want to do. And I think when you do those things that you don't think you can do or don't want to do, you feel a sense of accomplishment. And as a result, you can reliably tap into that source to get the dopamine you get from overcoming said difficulty. And every time you do that, you're sort of strengthening evidence or gathering evidence for the person that you want to be, the ideal version of yourself. Now, you might be asking, so David, what have you done to manufacture difficulty? Well, let me show you. All right, so before I tell you what I've done to manufacture difficulty or the things I've done, I have to tell you why I've gone ahead and tried to do this thing. Basically, I realized that because I had those very limited yet significant responsibilities, it kind of created room for me to be complacent. When I had gotten things in those core responsibilities finished, I was like, okay, what else do I have to do now? And I realized that there was not much for me to do. So I had to find the things that I was doing already that was sort of hard to some degree that I could make more challenging to another degree. And one of those things I found was just going to the gym, number one. So I started to go to the gym. I decided to go to the gym twice a day. Yeah, not a week, a day. Now, does that create room for overtraining? Sure. But that's just another layer of difficulty that I have to overcome when the time comes. Now, you might be asking, in what other ways have I decided to manufacture difficulty? And that's this, doing this. And by this, I mean holding a 5 pound camera, just with my shoulder just really stretched out and just talking, just yapping. I look insane, but I'm doing it because it's helping me build some level of confidence that I wouldn't have had otherwise. So let me show you what I guess the day looks like. So I'm in front of my school's or my uni's gym or rec center. I don't know if you can see the name. Yep, right over there. And basically I come here around like 1, 2 p.m. But I might start coming at like 6 a.m. I think that's another difficulty that I can, put in there. So come in the morning, 6 a.m., do like sort of maybe intense, like resistance training. And then in the evening, I come in here and do cardio around like 6, 7. So I think I'll definitely start coming here at like 6 a.m. because around this time, there's a lot of people. I also partially come here around this time for the socialization because like I said, my 3 main responsibilities are finding a job, which is behind a computer, doing my assignments and getting an A+, which is behind a computer, and number 3, doing creative stuff, which is behind a computer and sometimes a camera. So if my 3 main responsibilities are centered around being inside and hunched over like a gremlin, I feel like some of my other responsibilities should, take me outside of that. And I think coming to the gym twice a day, that definitely falls in there somewhere, and waking up early. Oh, another thing, I'm going to start doing cold showers. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you every day, but at least once a week. I think I can start with that because it's cold already outside. And once you start implementing those little hurdles in your own way, if it ever gets too difficult, you could sort of move them out of the way if you want. And I think you would want to at some point, but then when you start to accomplish those little things day by day, no one really knows, right? And once you start accomplishing in those little days, those small wins that aren't really small, but in the grand scheme of things, you'll start to have more confidence in yourself. And like I said, build that stack of evidence or stack of proof that you can be the ideal version of yourself. And once you start building up that proof to be the ideal version of yourself, things become more effortless to you. And the things that were once challenges are now just a normal Monday or a normal Tuesday. So if for nothing at all, I think you do this or try to do this, try to find areas in your life where you've gotten complacent or you've just gotten sort of stagnant, and just try and implement some difficulty in there just for yourself, just so you know that you can accomplish more than you have in the past. Yeah, to be honest, I don't lie to you. Doing this whole vlogging thing, it's not really my thing. I'm still figuring it out. In fact, I have a bunch of footage. Maybe I'll just put them in there as like a montage, and I'll come back in the evening and we'll see what happens. So yeah, enjoy. David, cue the clips.
Tell them boys it can get dark on the side. Seeing trying to slide, fighting the flesh and ain't nowhere to hide. How could I lose? How could I lose? God by my side. They don't see the way he moved. They don't see all the days that I was in doubt and he had to prove it. Look at my God for real. Look how my God can go to a storm and tell all the clouds to chill. Look how my God to go to a boy and tell all his wounds to heal. Look at the way that he making waves. Step in the sea, splitting all the waves. Look at my life, giving them the praise.
All right, hello. I hope you can hear me. So, I just got to the gym and I'm gonna, today's chest and back, but I can't go too hard on my chest or my back. So, I'm still gonna do it, but I'm gonna mostly do some legs, abs, forearms, and traps. And I think I'm gonna have a very good time doing that. Whew. Oh, also, I kind of want to show you some cool stuff I learned. It's like a pistol squat variation with weights, and also just, I don't think I can do push-ups, but yeah, and I'll do like a front lever progression. What else? Yeah, I won't lie to you. Every time I'm using this foam roller, it always feels weird because I'm just like, hey. You come here often? It's so weird. Especially if like there's someone like watching you do it. I think it's even worse when you turn around and try to do like the quads. It's considerably worse. So, I don't know. Hold on. This is what it looks like. I'm not gonna show you my butt. Yeah, just imagine you're talking to someone and just going like, Oh, your grandma's cat just died. Oh no. Oh no! Now there's people to the right of me, by the way, as I'm doing this. Absolutely insane. I don't even know if you can hear the music playing. I hope you can't. Oof. Yeah, that's nice. Oof. Let's do the other side. I'm not showing you that one. Actually, can you even see my butt? Okay, cool. Okay, now I'm gonna do the quads, and I don't think I want you to see that, so. David, if you're editing, don't show this. If you show this, we're gonna have a problem. All right, so now that we're done with this, we're gonna go find the nearest free machine and then get started on the workout. All right, hello. I wanted to show you some of the cool things I've started doing ever since I started like practicing this pistol squat stuff. I was gonna jump, but I'm not gonna do it. Let me just show you what I was talking about. When I started at first, I was kind of really scared to do this, but as I kept doing it, I kind of got used to it, and then, kept increasing the weight bit by bit, so. There we go. And that's what, like, I think like 25 pounds. It is 25 pounds. Now I'm gonna do the other leg. Lord, please help me. The women are watching. No, I can't feel this. I have to smash it. Okay, free. There we go. Up. All right. What other one did I learn how to do? Oh yeah, I think this is called the dragon squat. Which is apt because I am a Drexel student. So Okay. There we go. And then the right side. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go. I think that was pretty cool. I won't lie to you, it's still kind of awkward with people watching because, like, normally I would want there to be this area to be like free, hence why I should probably start coming at 6 a.m. But I feel like if people are watching, it also adds that kind of extra layer of having to do the thing. Because if you fail, you just kind of look stupid. If you fail when you're on your own, it's like fine. But if you fail when people are watching, it kind of adds that extra layer of salt. And I guess that sort of reflects what this manufacturing difficulty thing is all about. Like I said, it's not just that you're doing it for like others to see, you're doing it for yourself. But when eventually you do start reaping the benefits of that manufacturing of the difficulty, and you start getting those dopamine hits and start building that confidence and strength, it sort of does become more impressive when other people see it, and you sort of get that external validation, and that external validation sort of gives you the motivation, extrinsic motivation, to just keep going on. Because in life there are two types of motivation: intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic is like your why, right, which motivates you to keep going. When you have your purpose and you have that in mind and your goal, you just keep going after what you want. It comes from inside of you. And then the extrinsic, it's like from outward. Like, we all do seek some level of, not seek it, but like we all do have, we enjoy a little bit of validation from time to time. So I think that's the extrinsic motivation. And even doing things for other people because of, I guess, the love from our hearts and the love that Jesus has for us, that we want to serve others. I think that's a combination of intrinsic and extrinsic, because it's as a result of what's going on inside. You want to do things for others outside. So when you're amassing a large amount of money, you're not doing it because you love yourself or because it's just for you or pride. It's more like you're amassing it so that you can help others and influence others positively. So yeah, I don't know how I got all that from just doing a bunch of pistol squats, but I'll see you in the next clip. All right, people, so I have been informed that I can no longer record in the gym unless I get express permission or explicit permission from the supervisor. So session number 1 is finished, finito. They didn't kick me out of the gym. They just sort of said I need permission to film in there if I wanted to film with this camera. It's a pretty big camera. Look up the A7 IV, or I could just put it right here, I don't know. But yeah, you can use like your phone to film, but otherwise, you know, they didn't want to, whatever. They just said I need to get permission. So I might have to start going there at like 6 a.m, I reckon, just so that there's not people there at all. And then come back in the evening for my socialization and my cardio as well in the gym. So yeah, session 1 done. I'm gonna go ahead and go find some food, perhaps ground beef. And then once I get the ground beef and sardines, I reckon. If that sounds disgusting, it's not. It's delicious, and there's a lot of protein and fat, and that's good for the body and testosterone and whatnot. I mean, look at me. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so once I get that done, once I eat, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do next. Probably apply for jobs. Not probably, I'm going to apply for jobs and edit a reel and start putting this YouTube video together. So I will see you in the evening. In Godspeed. Yeah, that was weird. Okay, we're done. Godspeed.